Director of the Ghana School of Law, Kweku and Sasare. Lawyer, good evening to you, and thank you for staying up for us tonight. Now, what Bracco Powers is saying is quite contrary to what you have told us. In fact, you have described the action as, or her and her action as irritant. And you have said that the seat of the Chief Justice is not a traditional stool. Why?
It is true that the office of the Chief Justice is not a traditional office. It is an office created by virtue of a constitution. But what is happening now, the former Chief Justice seems to be personalizing the issue. Now, my action to demand now that the president should have nothing to do with the anticipated vetting of for Bafuboni, it's laughable. It just reminds me of what the old lady said just before Nanado ex-president Kufuor came to power. Mokwaya, Mokwaba, that's all. I mean, so this is a scenario of Mokwaya, Mokwaba. You had your day in court. You had a day before the Justice Court former committee. She was heard. The rules of natural justice, were observed. The president acted in accordance with the Constitution. Every step the president took, had the support of the Constitution. So I don't understand those who are now saying that justice must be retained, to be done. Justice has been done and said. If it's a maybe, it has been said very well on former Chief Justice Torkornoo. It was tried. It wasn't petty, and therefore now that she wants to be reminded that all power or authority lies of God, she has to know that the people are speaking loud and clear.
I see. Just a couple of things.
Of the people.
Just a couple of things I want you to clarify for us. The first one being, when you say that her request for the consideration and the entire process really of Bafuboni as Chief Justice should be halted, is laughable. The question for me will be whether or not this is able to have any impact at all on that process. Is that why you think it's laughable?
My sister, you were appointed a Chief Justice. Something has happened. The president has acted in accordance with the Constitution to remove you. How on earth do you request or urge the president not to proceed to make a nomination to replace you? It doesn't lie in a mouth to do that. It doesn't. It is the Constitution that is working. Now, if you have been removed in accordance with the Constitution, and every step taken in the process, had the support, of the Constitution, she cannot complain that she is giving a raw deal. Not at all. Now, she could have, in all humility, appealed, to the president, but you see, she doesn't appear, to have learned any lessons from what has happened. She has become too abrasive and irritant now. She's just irritating the nation. The nation's heartbeat is now rising. And I think that if she has friends who love her, they should advise her to stop what she's doing.
I see. So, lawyer, as far as you are concerned, as far as you are concerned, these legal processes cannot stop the vetting of Bafuboni.
How can it stop?
Very well. The other thing I want you to clarify. The other thing I want you to clarify, counsel, is legally speaking, is she not able to challenge the decision of the committee's decision on her?
We are done with the committee. The moment the president accepted, the recommendations contained in the report, whatever the committee did, whatever the committee said, seems to be the act of the committee. Now, because the president has acted, it is now presidential. So let us stop talking of the committee and rather, talk about the president's decision.
Very well. So let me rephrase the question then.
Finality on the matter.
So I'll rephrase the question. Legally speaking, is she not able to challenge the president's decision to remove her after the facts?
It is devoid of constitutional support. It has no support under the Constitution. Article 146, clauses 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11 don't support any such cause, I'm afraid. Because nowhere in the 11 clauses has it been mentioned that after the president has acted on the report of the committee, it can be liable to another determination. No, there's finality, and once the president signed the signature sealed the case, so that determination was conclusive of the matter, and it cannot be opened. This afternoon I said that the door has been shut. The key has been taken away. There's no window through which you can enter the presidential lounge as far as this matter is concerned. So if I were leadership Torkornoo, I would rather find an amicable way of coming to an end of this matter. So it's not showing any humility. He has to approach this matter and realize that he is dealing with the president of the republic. So this you think you are president, you wait and see how the former chief justice is he going to how long is he going to continue this? Is he going to continue until she turns 70, so that she will go down in our history, in our records, as a former chief justice who refused to abide by the president's decision?
I see. So, lawyer, I've heard you say an amicable solution a number of times. What does that look like? An amicable solution?
You see, you have a council of state. We have a judicial council. Let us, not forget the fact that they are saving there. There are many of them, most of them are men of the world, women of the world, imbued with wisdom. At least, the president cannot pretend that he doesn't have friends among membership of the judicial council or the council of state or even among the clergy. So what he should have done was to have appealed to the conscience, the good conscience of the president. I accept, I will respect the PG removal process pursuant to Article 146. But however, I think that as far as my removal as a justice of the Supreme Court is concerned, I wasn't given sufficient opportunity to be heard on that. And therefore, if we can reconsider or review that and retire me retire me so that I can at least enjoy my retiring benefits. But the very aggressive and abrasive poster that he has launched against the president, I don't understand. I have spoken several times. I have advised them several times. Please, you can't fight officialdom. Therefore, find a way. Go and appeal, through some people to the president. He's a human being. He's a father of the nation. He will listen. But I think he's going to ECOWAS. Very soon, he'll go to United Nations. And then another one. But the truth of the matter is, all authority is divine. If the people have spoken, and there is some truism in the biblical assertion that the voice of the people is the voice of God, then if the people have spoken, God has also spoken. He's a Christian, and therefore Scripture has taught us some useful lessons that we live our lives by. And one of the scripture lessons is that you should know when the end, is time. Once, you get to the end of the road, don't ask, like the dilemma of a goose, where should I go? Should I go to Cape Coast or Elmina? Here, she must respect the Constitution.
Indeed, lawyer.
No two questions about that.
Lawyer, we'll end it here, but thank you so much once again for staying up for us.
You're welcome. Good night.
Good night.